inakwanga hapo kwa waiting room.
Okay.
We're live on YouTube, so we can't speak much. So in that message inakwanga hapo, it requires them to know and understand, so that wanafaa kujoin out at the bottom left corner. So wamesoma enough, so I can just share the link. Copy. This is the link Eunice will be sharing when you're talking live on YouTube. Kwa chat. I'll also be checking the chat from here, just in case. Let me just do it on the chat. Copy streaming link. Okay. Now we can admit. I'll mute everyone. Then you'll be have the ability. I think you can make. Okay. Let's do this. Yes. So my co-host kindly confirm verbally that you can hear me, and also our participants, first years, and also staff have come in. You can just for the register purposes, so that you can hear me. You just type your full name in the chat window. Kindly just type your full name in the chat window and start out. Just do that. Then you can start out very quickly. So just do that kindly. Type your full name in the chat window, just to mark you register that we are here, and also to confirm that you can hear me. Eunice, you can be checking the waiting room, admitting those who are coming. So as you do that, we are going to have a read through of the program. Then we'll have the chair to pray for us. Then we can start out very quickly. So kindly confirm that you can hear me, co-host. You can unmute yourself and confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, Kevin, we can hear you. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Hey, Eunice, kindly unmute. Confirm whether you can hear me.
Yes.
Thank you. So as we do that, as we do the register, okay. Eunice, you can be admitting those in the waiting room. Maybe chair, you can start with us off with a word of prayer.
Okay, good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, let's start our session by requesting our Creator to be part of us. So let's pray. Good morning, our dear Lord. Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day that you've given unto us. We thank you for gift of life. We thank you for gift of good health. And thank you for gift of these dear students you've given unto us to this divine university. Lord, in a special way, I commit these students to your hands. Oh Lord, bless them as they start to undertake their academic life here at Tharaka University College. In a special way, Lord, we also pray for the staff, the management, and both any support that you're getting and also the community. Give us strength to serve these students as they nurture their life. Again, in a special way, we also pray for our country, bless our world, and especially the prevailing condition of the COVID pandemic, oh Lord. Continue blessing us, Redeemer, as we continue this journey together with our dear students. We pray this also requesting you, our Redeemer, to bless the session that we have today for the training is the beginning of classes for these students. Bless them, help them to engulf whatever you're going to train them today, and whatever they're going to do, oh Redeemer, it will rely, it's dependent on what they're going to start today through this workshop. Continue helping Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Thank you so much, Chair, for taking us through that. John, I think you're the next in the program. I'm getting the program on the tablet. Maybe you can go to that part.
Of course, learning is a continuous process. May I take this opportunity first to say that we thank the university management for continuously supporting the initiative of online teaching and training, and the principal of the university college and the deputy principal academic affairs are with us, and they are supporting what we are doing right now. And of course, this program is now in day 3. You started in day 1, and today is now when you are going to be taught on a number of things, including online registration, interfaculty transfer, and e-learning, and all that. So I'm very happy that we are here now. We began long time ago when we were admitting all the students, and right now we have come far. We are now going closer to when you are not supposed to begin your studies. So I'm urging all the students to really follow what is going to take place today, as you have been, of course, following right from the first day when you were being oriented. So in today's program, so let me just go through the day's program. I think we've not been able to, we didn't go through that when we were beginning. So maybe I can take you through what we are going to do today, and then I can now then quickly embark on the area that I'm supposed to take you through. So we have the opening prayer and attendance register by Kevin Tuwei, and from 9 to 9:05 a.m. Then we have online registration and interfaculty transfer. That will be presented by me. That is Mr. John Kiplangat. That is indicated in the program. That is from 9:05 to 9:45. It's now almost 9:30, so I'll go through that very fast. Then from there, we shall have how to register online, access student portal, and do unit registration. And that will be done by Mr. Motori Joseph from 9:45 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Then between 10:30 a.m. to 11:15 a.m., we shall have Mr. Frederick Mithika taking you through how to log into the institutional email and e-learning portal. Now, ever since most of you registered, you can attest that most of you have been asking questions to do with how to access the student portal, how to do the unit registration, and even how to access the institutional email and eventually the e-learning portal. So I'm hoping that today you are ready with your pens, and actually you are ready to follow, so that from today we shall have people now having known how to access all the portals that are there. That is the student portal and the e-learning portal, and even be able to access their institutional emails, which of course so far most of you have accessed them, and now you should now start using them and even getting communications from them. So now let me go to what I'm supposed to talk about today. I'm supposed to talk about online registration and interfaculty transfer. Now for the online registration, I would like to leave that to Motweri, who's going to tell you how to register online. So I would like to straight away, because of time, to interfaculty transfer. So once normally when you are admitted into the university, sometimes once you come, because of how normally KUSIPs do the course selection for the students, sometimes you find that you have been selected into a course that you would wish to change, so that you pursue another different course. Now, the Tharaka University College usually gives a chance to all the students who wish to change from the courses that they have been admitted into a different course. And this one is subject to a number of conditions or requirements. Kevin, can I share? Yes, Kevin.
You have the ability?
Sure.
You have the ability to share? Yeah, so you can share.
Yes, so let me share something so that we go through that. So I want to share my screen so that we are able to go through what I'm saying here. So so what I was saying was that usually the university gives a chance for those who wish to transfer to other courses, and sometimes last week we did give the memo, or the memo was out on or rather notifying all the students, that is all the first year students, that the interfaculty stroke program transfer was on. I confirm that you are able to see what I'm sharing.
Yes, we can see, John.
Thank you, Chair. So, so last week we had a memo that was out for all first year students, informing them that the interfaculty stroke program transfer was now on the progress. And maybe I can just read through so that you are able to know about the same, if maybe you haven't yet been able to see this. So this was to all the first year students, interfaculty stroke program transfer, and it was reading, or it reads that I take this opportunity once more to welcome you to Tharaka University College. I wish to inform those who desire to change their courses that the process of applying for transfer is on and will end on Friday, 25th September 2020. That is this week. Now, this transfer depends on the following. Number one, that you meet the 2019 University College cut-off points for KUSIPs. KUSIPs normally set the cut-off points for all the programs, for all the universities, every year. And every year, actually, that keeps changing. And so for this year, we have a specific cut-off points for all the programs that you may wish to undertake in Tharaka University College, and of course, in any other university. So number two is satisfying the grade requirement for registration to professional bodies. For example, I can give an example here. Those who are doing education, number one, you have to check what are the requirements for you to do a particular, for you to do a course, let's say in education arts or in education science. There are requirements that are given by the TSC that also we have to check before we transfer you from one course to another. So those who are wishing to, let's say, transfer to education, we have to check if if you meet the requirements that are provided for by the TSC. If you want to do a course in agricultural education and extension, we have to check. There is a professional body that deals with all the students who wish to transfer to that particular course. And normally, before even you are admitted, by KUSIPs. KUSIPs also usually look at those requirements. So for those who are already admitted, already KUSIPs have confirmed that you meet the requirements for all the professional bodies for the particular courses that you have been admitted to. So I did give the procedure of applying for the course transfer or the program transfer. And the procedure is as follows. Number one, you're supposed to log into the students portal. Of course, most of you right now have the credentials. You have your registration number, you have your password already sent to you. So once you log into that portal, you open the students requisition. Under the academics, we have the students requisition, and then you click on the new requisition. Then number three, click on select requisition type, and then you select course change, because you are applying to change your course. So once you do that, a window to change your course will appear. Then you fill in the information needed. And at this point, you'll be required to upload your KCSE certificate. And then from there, you submit. And now, before you submit, one of the information that is needed in that particular process is the weighted points. The weighted points, and these weighted points are gotten from the KUSIPs portal. So when you log into the KUSIPs portal, under the institutions and along the new course that the new course that you're applying for, you should be able to get the weighted points. Already I have some people who have applied for this inter-faculty program transfer. However, the weighted points that they have put there are wrong. Now remember, what you do is you make a requisition. That requisition, I'm able to get it. Once I get it, I check the information. If the information is wrong, I will reject that requisition and it will come back to you. So what you need to do is you need to go to your KUSIPs portal, then you log in, and I'll be demonstrating in a while where exactly you are able to get that weighted points that you are supposed to fill in that particular step. Now, number 5, once now everybody has done the requisition, I'll be able to get all that data, and then all that data will be sent to your faculties, and the dean in the faculty. We normally have a faculty board. So the dean is going to have a meeting with the faculty board of every different faculty, and they will deliberate on every application, and they check if they meet the requirements that I've explained earlier. And those who will be able to meet those requirements will be approved by the faculty board, and then they'll be forwarded to the Office of the Registrar Academic Affairs. And then there'll also be another committee, normally known as Dean's Committee, who will now approve all the applications, and anybody who will have successfully been approved, then the Office of the Registrar Academic Affairs will communicate that. And the whole process actually takes about 2 weeks. So once the application elapses on Friday, I should be able to communicate back to you by the other week on Friday about if your application was successful or not. And then I'll be able to approve that is in the system, and you'll be provided with a new admission letter to the new course, and that is now when you'll be able to even now log in afresh to the system, that is to the student portal, using the new credentials, and do a new unit registration afresh, because when you change the course, of course, also the units are going to change. Now, in this memo, I did also indicate that meanwhile, all the students are advised to continue with the programs they were admitted in until they receive the communication from the Office of the Registrar Academic Affairs on the success of the application. So what you do is, because classes are beginning next week on Monday, don't start attending the classes for the course that you applied to join, because one, after we check the requirements, if you have not qualified, then you will have to continue with the program that you are admitted in. So it will be good for you to, continue attending the classes for the program that you are admitted in, so that in case your application doesn't go successfully, then you are able to, just continue with your classes. And there's a warning there that it is criminal offense which shall lead to disciplinary action and may further lead to criminal proceeding in the court of law to give any falsified information about your KCSE results. So anytime you are uploading the results, as we have requested, ensure that those results are correct and are genuine. So now I want to do a demo on how you get the weighted points. On how you get the weighted points. So I'm going to share this other. I don't know if are you able to see my screen? I want to go to
Yes.
the. I want to go to
Yes,
the
you can see
KUSSIPS
your
portal.
screen. Yes, you can see you have done a search of the student portal.
Yes, exactly. So now I'm going to use one student here, the credentials. I've talked to her. I've gotten the permission for me to use this his portal. So you go to KUSSIPS, where you are supposed to log in. So here we have a place where you put your KCSE index number. So I'm going to put the KCSE index number for one of the students that I have talked to. So this one here. So we have the KCSE index number there. Then the KCSE year is of course 2019. Then I'm going also to put the password yenye pia nimeomba. So I have all the permission for this one here, for this particular account, for the purposes of demonstration. So once you put your KCSE index number, the KCSE year, and the password, and normally here the password is the KCP index number or your birth certificate number, depending on which one you use when you are registering for your KCSE. So now once you log in, just a minute. So let me confirm that the figures I have here are the correct figures. So let me have again the password here. I'm putting the password so that we can continue. Yes, now I have logged in. So when you log in, of course we have the dashboard. That is where you have the general information about you and all that. Then also you can be able to view your results here, and I'm sure that some of you have actually did log into this KUSSIPS portal, but some of you have not. So I'm saying that you need to be aware that you have all your results within the KUSSIPS portal, that is of your KCSE, and actually you can be able to check so many things. Now within this portal here, you are supposed to come to institutions, because we have the dashboard, institutions, programs, applications, and all that. So you need to come and click on institutions. Remember, you log in with your credentials. Now, when you come to the institutions, there are so many institutions that are listed here of higher learning. We have all the universities here. So you'll go to where we have Tharaka University College, and Tharaka University College is somewhere in number 9. Are you able to see that? I'm sure you're able to see that. So Tharaka University College is somewhere here. So when you click on institutions, you look for where the Tharaka University College is. Now you'll be able to get the cutoff points for all our programs in 2019. And also you'll be able to see your cluster points, or simply cluster weights, in the last column, in the far right column, where we have where you'll see your index number, and then you'll see cluster weights. Now, for example, if you want to, for example, you want to move to, let's say, Bachelor of Commerce. The cutoff points for Bachelor of Commerce, as you can see here, is 24.267. That is the cutoff points 2019. Then your points, you'll see your points on the last column, 26.868. So for example, this student here whom I've logged in using her account is able to actually move to Bachelor of Commerce, because the Bachelor of Commerce, the cutoff point is 24.267, and his cluster weight for the same program, remember the cluster weight for different programs, even within your own account, will be different. So for this student, she has 26.868. So her cluster weight is more than the cutoff points. So she can actually be able to transfer. I'm saying this because some of you will just apply and even put the cluster points even when they don't qualify. So you check if you qualify. If your cluster weight is more than the 2019 cutoff points, which is in the first column, then kindly you can now apply for the transfer to that particular course. Let me also get one example on the one that she cannot apply. Let's go to Bachelor of Science Ecotourism. I'm hoping that you are still with me.
We are together, Registrar.
Yes. So I'm going to Bachelor of Science in Ecotourism, that is number 13. Now, if you look at the cutoff point for this particular course, it is 28.934. Now, the owner of this account, in the same program, the weighted points is 26.868. So you can see clearly her weighted points is lower than the cutoff. So she cannot apply to join Bachelor of Science in Ecotourism because she does not meet the cutoff points. So this is where you need to check your cutoff, your cluster weights, and actually be able to fill when you are doing your requisition. So let me now very fast go to the portal. I'm also going to use the portal for one of our students, and of course with her permission. And so when you are logging into your student portal, of course by now you know what you use. You use your registration number. So I'm going to use one of the registration numbers for one of our students. So CDT 18 stroke 02953 stroke 20. Then I'm also going to put the password there. The goodness is that the password is safe because you are not able to see it. Yes, so now when you log into the students portal, of course, this is what you see. You have the dashboard, and you can actually see the registered units and all that, fee payment. Now, when you come to the academics, because we have the core, then we have the financials, we have the academics, we have the examinations, and all that. So for the inter-faculty transfer or the inter-program transfer, you do it under the academics academic section. That is where we have online orientation, units registration, lecturers evaluation. Then we have the students requisition. So remember, in those procedures, I said you log into your students portal, then you come to the students requisition. So when you click the students requisition, then what do we have? You have this window opens where you have the new requisition, send approval request, and all that. So already this student has applied actually for the transfer, but I want to still show you how that process is done. So number one, you come to the new requisition. That is where you are supposed to click. So you click on the new requisition. When you click there, a window opens on academic request form. Now in this academic request, you can see your registration number, your address, name, email, and all that. And then also you can see, choose the type of requisition. So when you select the type of requisition, currently we have only placed the course change. In future, we shall be adding so many of them. So when you select that course change, it will now give you the student program change form. This form is an online form that that you just fill. So so here we have the course category. First, you have the question there. They choose the type of requisition that is already there because you had chosen, so that it opens this window. Then we have the course category. When you select the course category for all of you who will be doing this is undergraduate. Because all the students whom we have right now and admitted through COSIPs are undergraduate students. So you choose the undergraduate. So once you choose that, then you come to select the program you want to transfer to. For example, if let's say this student wants to transfer to, let's say, let me choose Bachelor of Arts, Criminology and Security Studies. You simply click, then that program comes here. Then here you need to enter the weighted points. And these weighted points are the points which I've said that you have to log in to your account in COSIP's portal. That is the COSIP students portal. You log in, you check the weighted points against the program that you want to transfer to. So once you have that, then that is what you put here. Then from there, you can attach your KCSE certificate. Of course, you can take a photograph of it, or you can scan it. Then you can actually browse. Then you select it. Then you upload. Then you give the reasons why you want to change to Bachelor of Arts, Criminology and Security Studies. You simply type there the reason. You can say that maybe I'm passionate about investigations, or doing a criminology course, or maybe you want to later pursue or maybe you want to actually join police. You can see that. So you give a reason as to why you want to do your change. Just a very simple reason. Usiandike vitu mingi. Maybe one statement or two will be enough. Then from there you submit. Once you submit, on submission, let me again go back so that you see what happens. Once you submit, anytime you come to student requisition, you'll be able to get this particular window. So you'll see the requisition number there, the date that you made the requisition type is course transfer, and then the semester, and then there is the status. So this one here is going to be telling you where your registration process is. Remember, once we finish with the registration, with the approval process in the university, and once the Registrar Academic Affairs approves, then this one here is going to change, and actually it is going to remain here under approved requisition. And actually you'll be able to even know that your transfer approval was approved, and you can actually, once you see it has been approved, you can then now go ahead even to start attending classes for the new course that you had applied for, because once I approve it, then that is final. And of course, once I approve, then after a short time, I'll be able to process your new admission letters and even give the same information to the ICT department so that they're able to make your new credentials for you to log into the student portal, for you to be able to access the e-learning platform, because of course, once we change the course, everything changes. So you will, the ICT department will be able to provide you with all the required documentation for you to now fit into the new program. So I think I can finish there. Then maybe I can now give this program back to Kevin Tuwei, that is our ICT director, probably to moderate on probably the questions. I don't know if we shall be having the questions now or later, but in the program I can see we have another time where we shall be having the questions and answers. So thank you very much for your patience. I mean, for your attention. I can see all of you are attending. We have very many participants. So continue following. Let me leave it here and give it back to Kevin Tuwei so that he can introduce the next presenter. So Kevin, back to you.
I hope you can hear me. Maybe you can also see me.
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you, Kevin.
Okay. So let me see where my let me see. So there's another questions that I see on the board, the smartphone. Okay. I'm thinking, where do we do your questions first, then can go to the next thing? We can capture your questions, or we do all them at the end. John?
Maybe you can capture mine so that maybe I can either attend.
You can answer them, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think we can go to your questions relating, and it's going to be, I think, questions relating to the interfaculty transfer alone, right?
Yes. Yes, Kevin. Kevin, it seems your internet, I don't know if I've lost you. I'm not able to see you here.
Registrar, I can see you.
Yes, maybe, I don't know, you know, he was the host and he was the one who was getting the questions.
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I'm back.
Welcome.
Okay, sorry. Somebody just called me and it affected my internet just a bit. So, so as I was saying, that you're going to capture your questions and you're going to be starting from the last one. I hope I'm audible enough.
Yes, we can hear you, Kevin.
Okay. So as I was saying, I've seen Jude says we have to help our fellows who are not able to start with us from the beginning, so that we all proceed. Don't worry. I think the registrar can confirm that that is really not on your responsibility as the student to really help the other students, because you already have measures to reach out all the students who are called to Tharaka University College to access and to follow up on where they are in terms of online registration, online reporting, and starting classes. But they can still supplement what you're doing, but we already have the measures in place. Right, John?
That is correct. That is correct. All plans are in place, and we have many people who are in the office now who are working on all that. So be assured, yeah, everything's okay.
Okay, there's a question here for you, John. Hope you can hear me, although there's an echo in this room, but at least you can hear me.
I can hear you, Kevin.
Okay, this question is, how can I decline a request of course transfer after receiving a requisition number, since there is nowhere you can delete from?
Yes, come again.
Okay, there's a question that says, how can I decline a request of course transfer after receiving a requisition number, since there is nowhere you can delete from?
Yes, thank you for that question. Now, once you do, and that's why you need to first check. First, you need to check all the requirements, if you meet the requirements, and also this is not something that you need to rush. I think when you are doing the course transfer, it's something that you need to, first inquire about the new course that you now want to transfer to. You need to reach out to the faculties, because already we have had orientation process. You already know your deans, you already know your CODs, that is the chairman of departments, and I'm sure even when you go to our website, you are able to get the phone numbers and even the emails of so many offices and so many individuals. So before you do that transfer, kindly consult. It's not good to rush, to just say I want to do this course. First consult, so that by the time you are doing your application, you are sure this is a course that I want to join based on the information that you already have, not based on emotions, not based on the influence from other people. So you need to consult your parents, consult your relatives, maybe those who you think can actually give you some valuable advice as far as changing the course is concerned. Now, as far as this question is concerned, if you have applied for a particular course and you feel that you want to now redo that, I'm going to work with ICT so that there is a provision for somebody to undo that requisition before approval. Kevin? Hello, Kevin.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to work with the ICT. Yes, I'm saying I'm going to work with the ICT.
Yes.
So that anybody who has applied and feels that the application or maybe has gotten new information and now wants to maybe remain in the course that he was admitted to, so we'll provide a place where that student can actually delete or can cancel the requisition. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, John, for that. There's a question here. There are some people saying that they don't have their KCSE certificates. Are they allowed to use their result slips?
Yes, I can confirm that I will allow you to use your result slip because in any case, you are admitted by KUSIPS, so I don't have any doubt about your qualification to be here. So kindly use your result slip. That will be okay.
Okay, there's another question. There's that example that you've used, right?
Yes.
Says that they were able to do what? Somebody was asking. Let me just scroll up to that. The student used an example as transferred for 3 courses. This example, which one will they be considered if they qualify in all?
This one here, I'm going to work on that, and I've said that what will happen, I'm going to actually lock that application to only one requisition. And but before I do that, I'll first give the opportunity for all the students who have applied, those who have applied twice or I mean twice or three times, or even more times. I'm going to give them a chance to actually cancel the one that they don't want to transfer to.
Okay.
But from tomorrow, I'll only give, we'll work with ICT, and a person will be able to only have one requisition for course transfer.
Okay. I'll just scroll up to somewhere. Okay. And also for those who are coming in, kindly just type your full name in the chat because we are marking our register to get to know the students who joined in. Because others have joined in with their phones, it is not showing who you are. So type your name on the chat. If you had already done that, don't do it again. You don't need to do it again. So as I go on, there will be a time when you can ask questions verbally. So let me go on. Okay, there's a question here for you, John. Please, what about if I wrote the wrong weighted points? Can I do it once again after knowing?
Yes, I'm going to give
John?
actually, yes, I've already noted, and as I was saying earlier, that quite a number of those who have already applied did give the wrong weights, and so since right now you know exactly where to get those weighted points, what I'll do is I'm going to reject that approval so that you can do it afresh.
Okay, thank you. We'll move a bit faster. So, okay, let me go on here. Okay, for those who are asking about bundles, we submitted your phone numbers to Kenneth, and they say they're going to submit your numbers to Safaricom and the providers on Thursday, that is tomorrow. So maybe next week when you're starting out your e-learning, you'll be able to buy the discounted bundles at 500 bob for 10 GB, which is more than enough for your online classes for a whole month. And you can renew as the months go by. And also, if we resume, you're going to also be enjoying the same benefits. We have wireless connectivity in campus, so you'll be enjoying that, and also you'll also be having also the classes to ensure that you maintain social distance and everything. You're also going to be having also the recording of the classes. So the e-learning is not stopping when you resume. It is also going to be part and parcel of your learning to make sure your learning is as easy as possible. So for the bundles, kindly be patient. You'll be notified once we get the report from Kenneth. I hope that is clear. So going on. There's somebody who was asking questions about education. I don't know whether you joined the education department departmental meeting on Monday. If you didn't, kindly rewatch that video. The chair for the Department of Education, Dr. Obote, really explained this question about Bachelor of Arts and the difference between Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education Arts. If you want to do a teaching course, you need to do Bachelor of Education Arts. Bachelor of Arts is not a teaching course. And kindly be checking the videos. You're going to also upload the other videos. Okay. So for those that person is asking about unit registration, so kindly be patient. And then I think it's very clear when you're joining Zoom. The first thing that you do once, I think that is why we keep you in the waiting room for a bit, so that you can read what is written in the waiting room. I think we give you the instructions within the waiting room to know how, once you join, how you're going to join the audio. I think instructions are usually clear there on the waiting room. So kindly be reading those instructions. And also for the many instructions and the guidelines that you give also in documentation in PDFs, kindly take time to read because you are scholars. Yeah, reading should be a default thing rather than waiting for you to be guided by teachers, lecturers, and ICT and other. Kindly find ways of self-discovery and also reading. It also makes you retain whatever you've learned much better than somebody is just going to guide your hand and walk you through everything. So kindly do that. Then okay, the question being asked, thanks Eunice for this. I've been trying to submit my requisition, but it is not working. So kindly, you can just contact the admissions and the registrar, and you see. Also, as always, ask for any challenges that you are facing. Not working, imekata, na it is not going through, are not things that once we hear, we can help you with. You need to know what steps did you take, at what point did you get stuck, and what was the message that you got from the system. Is always that. So always make sure, kindly make sure that you can retrace the steps that you took up until the point where you got a challenge or where the system failed. You can also be providing screenshots. I think for those who've been helping, we ask you kindly send us a screenshot. Because just telling us imekata, not working, and all those vocabulary can't help much in us helping you where you are. Because people fail or get challenges at different stages, and it is very hard to know, because that is very hard for us to know where your imekata works. So kindly check that. Oh, there's a question for you, John. John?
Yes.
So to how many decimals should the weighted mean be by Namachanja Brian?
Brian, what you do is when you log into your KUSSIPS portal, kindly give all the figures that are provided in your KUSSIPS portal. Normally it is to 3 decimal points. So you provide all of them. The figure that is there in totality, that is what you need to provide for us. Don't round off.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes.
So there's someone who's asking what is the difference between art and science. But basically, we know like there are art courses and science courses. So this question is usually best answered when you're actually just about to finish your Form 4 and you're about to choose a career. I don't know whether that happened at your high school, but yes, but right now, obviously, you have already chosen whether you're going to go through the arts and the science. None is better than the other, because art-related courses are just as important as science-related courses, because we can't have everyone in the world as scientists and those pursuing science courses. So, so the difference is basically that science deals with experimentation and formulation and evidence, and art can be social, creative arts, and all that. So I hope that from my basic layman understanding that. So going on, as we finish this question session, it has gone a bit. Okay, there's a question for you, John. I wanted to change my course to education science, but I'm missing the cutoff of 0.1 points. Am I qualified to do these courses? And on Monday orientation, I was told there's some changes in the education sector about the cutoff. What is your take on that, John?
The cutoff is still the one that is given by the cutoff is still the one given by the KUSSIPS, and we go by what KUSSIPS have in the portal. We don't go by what is in the newspaper or what the politicians are saying. We go by what the professional bodies are saying, and the government institutions have actually said all that. So normally, your cutoff, your weighted points should be above the cutoff point by 0.1 for you to qualify. By 0.1. Yes, not less than 0.1.
Okay, thank you, John, for that. It is a lot of questions.
So Kevin,
yes?
Maybe I can also clarify this. Now, by saying that, what I mean is, if the cutoff point is, let's say, 26.500, 26.500, and also your weighted points is 26.500, basically saying that if your cutoff points and the weighted, if the cutoff points and your weighted points are the same, you are not qualified. It has to be above by 0.1. It has to be above by 0.1. I hope that is clear.
Okay, thank you, John. So there's somebody was asking, how can, if somebody has an issue with inter-faculty transfer, how can they reach you?
I think my number is in the website. I'm encouraging you.
You can just verbally, or you can type it in the chat.
Yes,
then we can get it done.
yes, let me type my number in the chat so that those who wish to reach me or concerning interfaculty transfer, kindly feel free.
So let me get to another. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm not done with this session. So as I've said, questions are only regarding interfaculty transfer. When you get to other topics, you can ask questions regarding that topic. That is, I think that is that. John, I think we can just get some audio questions and each some verbal questions. Then we can go to the next thing, right? Right, John?
I think because of time, we can go to the next presenter because I'm seeing we are way back on the schedule, on the program.
Okay. That will be fine. So let's look at it. We need to move very fast. Okay. So we are at how to register online access to the portal and do unit registration. I don't know that Mutwiri is in the room. You can raise your hand so that we can make you a co-host so that you can share Mutwiri so that you can get there.
Kelvin,
Yes.
kindly unmute Mutwiri.
Kindly ask him to raise his hand so that he can appear at the top of my screen so that I can make him a host and he can do all the right.
Okay.
So you can ask him to raise his hand so that I can see. Him so that I can see him. Thanks that. Okay. This on this side. Okay, John, Joseph, you can go on. Thank you. You have the right.
Okay, you can hear me?
Yes, you can hear you.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me, Kevin?
Morning.
Yes, good morning, Mutwiri.
Yeah.
Morning, can hear you.
My name is Mutwiri Joseph. To students, welcome to Tharaka University College. I'm sure we have never met, but we have been talking. I'm the Yusuf you talk to when you have problems like on registration and the unit registration. Now, today, I'll be taking you through the registration process, how it is done, how you register for units, and all that process. But before that, what a student portal is. A student portal is commonly a phrase used to describe the login page or the online gateway where students can provide a username and the password and be able to access the university's programs, learning related materials, and all other important information. When learning comes online, we require a common gateway for everyone learning, and that is why we have the student portal. The importance of having a student portal is that as a student, you are able to see a lot of things, like you can view the status of your application, maybe immediately after application. You can view all the items that you require. You can register for upcoming events, like now the events we are having, the online meetings you are having. Before now, you go to classes where you'll be given these links by your lecturers. You can also access the useful links and information like the fees statement, the units you register for, and even after registering for units and learning, you're required to see your results. So you'll be able to view the exams and the scores. This is also the site where you'll be able to download your exam cards, because I think during the orientations you were told that in universities, during the exams you provide an exam card. So I would advise, and this is what I've been always saying, that all students should make regular visits to their student portal, because this is where all the information about the universities will be provided, and in your emails, the institutional emails that we provided. I think up to that point, Dr. Kelvin, you will allow me to share my screen so that we can go through these processes of registration and registration of units. Kevin?
Yes, I think Joseph, you can share.
I'm disabled.
Pardon, what is the issue?
Yes, allow Joseph to share the screen. Kevin.
Okay. But he's not a participant. I think he was to be upgraded to be a co-host. Let me check. I'm not seeing Muturi on this screen. Maybe he can raise his hand up again so that I can see him here. Okay, I think I'm seeing you. Okay, let me just sort that. I think co-hosts can share their screen. Can you confirm? You are a co-host, I think, Bill. I don't want to allow all participants to share their screen, for the reasons best known. Because all participants will have the ability to share their screen. But as a co-host, you can't share your screen. Can you confirm that? Have you tried to do that? John, you can experiment. You are a co-host, John. John, are you a co-host?
Yes, I'm a co-host, yes.
Can you share your screen? Can you test your screen sharing?
I can share screen, yes.
So, okay, let me just do this. Okay, try to share your screen, Joseph. But you should be able to do that if you're around. You can see that is what I'm avoiding. This is what I'm avoiding. all participants being able to share their screen. Mutiri can now share your screen. You can now share your screen now. And also students, you can disable receiving video maybe for your bundle, because if you don't want to receive video from other members, you can hide in video participants. There's also a reactions. I think you can clap for someone who has done something good. You can do that. So kindly check. You can hide video participants in our next chat. But as you said, you are trying to make sure we take the smallest time possible. You get the as much information as good, and the rest you can ask us offline, the offline session. Joseph, can you confirm whether you can share your screen? As Joseph sets up, let me just handle something as he sets up. That is also on the next item, so that we can move faster there. Mr. Frederick will be taking you through how to log in to using an institutional email and the e-learning portal, which is going to be the last item for this morning session. You are kindly advised to attend all sessions live. That is why we are trying to make sure that you have enough time for rest. Then you can come back in the afternoon. In the afternoon, you're going to be taken through everything regarding fees, fee payment, the modes that we have for fee payment, and any questions you have regarding fees, you can raise them. We're going to have a person from finance, Mr. Elijah Karancho, and I'm going to finish up the session on how you're going to access finally your official WhatsApp groups. I know you've been waiting for that, and you're going to get to understand how you get that. And also, you're going to see how you're going to be doing your classes. So your classes will be basically like this one which you're having right now. So you can be able to share this lecture, you'll be able to share the screen. You'll have already gotten the notes on the portal, and you're going to be learning. And also, as I've said, this is going to go to a blended format when we resume physically to ensure that we continue improving the quality of education and also use technology in education and teaching. So that is that. I think we can just check on a few questions. So as I've said, we are not providing bundles Yes, we are not providing bundles sending out bundles. Let's be clear on that. We have already negotiated and ensured that we support part of your payment of the bundles through our collaboration with Kenneth, so that you can buy them at a cheaper price. So we have already submitted all your phone numbers to Kenneth, and they've confirmed that they've received them. And as I've said, they are going to submit, they are going to analyze the numbers that you sent to them, check the providers, which provider is who is in Safaricom, Airtel, Telecom, sift them up, then they can also send it to the providers. So kindly let's have that agreement on that. Okay, so let me just check. Okay, Joseph, you can confirm. Can confirm that you can now share your screen. Good. We are seeing some Russian thing. Joseph. Your audio, we are not hearing you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I think everyone now can view my screen clearly. Kevin, can you view my
Yes, I
screen?
can confirm. Yes, I can see your screen. Maybe other co-hosts, you can confirm. The other co-hosts.
Okay.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, thank you. Thanks. I'm seeing Jude, Ashford, Crispin. You confirm. Thank you. Dr. Kipui, thank you. You are here with us. And,
Okay, thank you.
yes, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
to begin
okay,
with,
thank you. Go on. I mean, go on.
Tharaka University College has a website, and we see the website is the central communication for the university. So when you want to get to your student portal or registration, you'll the first landing place is the website, and our website, as you have been informed from all the times that you started having interest with our university is tharaka.ac.ke. So as a student, the first thing you do is go to your browser, be it Chrome, Firefox, or if you are on your phone, the Opera Mini, or all those other browsers, and just type tharaka.ac.ke and browse to the Tharaka University College website. Up on the landing page, you have a lot of links. There's admission letters. There is online registration portal. There is student portal. There is e-learning, the reporting program, orientations, interfaculty program transfer, and all others. The first thing when you apply through the CUSIPs and you are notified that you have been admitted to Tharaka University, the first place you went to is the admission letters to download your university admission letter. And when you download your letter, the very most important thing here is the registration number that you're given by the institution
cut you short,
from Tharaka University.
sorry to cut you short a bit.
Our matter of concern is that this time is the online registration that now makes you get admitted to Tharaka University so that you can access the student portal. I think registrar confirmed that for you to become a student and access the student portal, you have to register first and provide all the information that is required. So when you come here, you click on registration, you move to a page with the menu, home, apply, our programs, inquiry, and login. In the home, you see their online application and the registration guidelines from both the self-sponsored students and the government-sponsored students. What I encourage students and the problems I've noticed during all the process that most of you don't read these guidelines. Please, whenever you go to do anything, read the guidelines so that you are not lost in the process. So that maybe you can check out all the requirements, and before you start the process, you can gather all what is required in that registration. And down there, you are given all the documents that are required for application and the
Muturi, you
registration.
are being asked to
Yes.
speak a bit
Hello.
louder. You're being asked to speak a bit, or maybe you can use the microphone. I think now that's better. Yes. You can continue, I think, so that you can hear whether you're better.
Okay. Can you unanisikia Kevin?
Yes, now I can hear you better. Now that's better.
Okay. Thank you. You can see there are those documents that are required for application and registration. Application means when you are not oriented as student. This is mostly for the self-sponsored students. For the government-sponsored students, you are already and you have already received your letter, so you don't apply. You just register. Their fees payment details, we have given the application fees there and the bank account where you pay your school fees. Okay, now for the purposes of this session, because I'm very sure we are dealing with all the CUSIPs, the government-sponsored students, for you to register, if you have a friend somewhere maybe who is not yet registered, I think one day you'll meet them and they would like to assist them in this process. What you do is you move to the login. The login is both for self-sponsored students and the government-sponsored students. For the self-sponsored students, there is a message they get after doing the application. But for you, the message you get is after registering. You move to the government-sponsored student login. That is for the cursives. This is where you key in your index number, and you can see we have given the format there. Like for example, if I use a student I and doc to allow me to do this, the index number is 42705 102 328, then stroke 2019. This is very important. This is now the format that should be used. Then you click login. It takes you to this page where you accept or reject the offer. You can see like this student gets this message that I, Monica Akinyi Juma, welcome to Tharaka University College online registration portal. Do you accept the offer to undertake this? So what we are saying is always read the message that is given in every page. After this, you move to these other processes that I'm going to share in a document that we shared with you earlier on. Up to this point, you move to this page, and if you feel you want to run in Tharaka University, you just accept the offer, and upon clicking accept the offer, you are taken to this page where the university requires you to update your details before you can access any other service. You are going to please submit your details as required here. You have the 7 steps. This is the first step. You provide your name, your gender, email address, the phone number. And remember, this is now where I want to answer some of the questions for those students that sent that they could not get the message after submitting their registration. This is because you provided a wrong number. The message that you receive is sent to the number you provided. So if you provide a wrong number here, you can be sure the message will be automatically sent by the system to that number. So make sure when you fill this, you fill the correct details. And another thing, upon when you fill this field of date of birth, another field pops just before register the religion. This is because if the date of birth sees that notices that you are above 18, you'll just provide the ID number. If you are below 18 years, you provide the birth certificate number. Or if you are above 18 and you don't have ID, it is either you have the waiting card number. So in most cases, the waiting card number is a I think 1 hour thing to access. So if you don't have ID and you have seen that this is a requirement, you can leave it at that. Go check for that ID waiting card number and come then to proceed with the process. Hello.
Yes, Mutwiri.
Yes, Kevin, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It's just that maybe you're going up and down. So you can kindly maintain a certain loudness.
Okay. So you move on and fill all the details. If you are, then you upload the passport photo. When you click browse, and that is why I was saying that you need to have all the documents that we discussed. Have them scanned, upload them to your device, so that when you click browse, you'll just move to where they are stored and they upload them. Then you move to the place of birth details, you select the region, you select the county, the sub-county, the location, and all this information, and then click next. Please, what we are insisting on is to provide the correct information, because if anything happens, these are the contacts we use to trace you as our student. When you click the next, you'll move to the second step, which is the marital parent siblings details. You fill the marital details if you are single, if you are married. You fill the parents' data. When you fill the status of father, if he's alive, you'll be given some information here to fill his name, his phone number, and the email. And the same case for the mother. And then the number of siblings that you have back at home, sisters and the brothers, that is. And then click next. You move to the step 3, where now you give the academic qualifications. And we have given that at least 2 qualifications. We say at least because we are very sure if you are coming to a university, you went through the primary and the secondary. But if you have others, like after secondary, you went somewhere and did something, you can upload them at your own pleasure. So the level type, like KCSE, when you click here, you found that there was KCSE, KCP, and the others. The institution where you got that, then date you started for that qualification, like if it's primary school, then date you started that primary school, up to the date that you finished, the grade that you got, the date of award when you got that certificate. And then you browse and upload that certificate where you scanned and stored it in your device, and then earned qualifications. You do the same for the KCSE and earned the same and earned qualification. And by that, you have a link down here to take you to the next step. Then you move to step 3, the academic grades, where now maybe you're interested in certain subjects, and we say that you provide at least 3 subjects. You select them. Like if you click this select, if you are dealing with an active person, though we didn't have someone who is applying so that we can demonstrate using them, you'll find that all the subjects, as you call them, are here, from math to all other CRI and whatever. You select the grade and the ungrade. You give at least 3, and you have a button to take you to the next step. Remember that without having the 3, at least 3, the system will not allow you to continue. Then you move to step 4, where you give the extra details, which is your game of interest. We have a number of them: volleyball, basketball, table tennis, and all that. You select the club societies like ICT club, the geography club, the CU, the YCS. They are all there. Those are now the games and the clubs of your interest. And then we would like to know how you earn about us, so that maybe we can improve on our marketing strategies. So please, when you find someone, tell them to fill that. Maybe if they earn about us from friends or from magazine, you can provide that. And you can give any other information you think is useful to the university. Maybe you can tell us what we need to do or what we need to improve in our system, so that we can maybe assist others who are applying for the same process. Then you click next and move to step 6. To the step 6, where now you attach the payment receipt. Remember, you have to pay fees and scan the bank slip that you are given, or if you paid by M-Pesa, because we have the payment number that we provide, and also in the documents that are uploaded in our website, you can screenshot the message that you get after payment of that fee, and then click submit. After clicking submit, you are taken to the last step, where you are told that your registration status is successful, and the status description is that this means you have registered and updated your details as required by the university before admission, and you are advised that a confirmation message upon the verification of your bank slip will be sent. What happens after you upload the bank slip? The finance offices look at that bank slip to ascertain that you have already really paid the school fees, and this happens within at most 1 day. And upon that verification, your admission will be approved, and you get a message. Those that got a message can assure others that you get a message telling you that you have been fully admitted to the Tharaka University, and you are given your registration number as the username and the ID number as the password to log in to the student portal that now we are moving on to. Up to that point, when I came in, I think if there's any question we can answer before we move to the student portal. Hello,
Okay,
Kevin.
let me check. Yes, let me check the questions. If there's any questions.
About the registration, yeah.
Okay, there's a question that I saw earlier. There was somebody asking if they want to change the phone number that they used during online registration. They'd like to change it to something else. How do they go about that?
Okay, I think I can provide my number in the chat so that whoever wants to change the details like phone number, the email address, they can send them and we can update that for them on the system so that
Yes,
next time when we send the important information, they can be able to receive them.
Okay, that will be fine. So the other question is during registration. Okay, I think this is just the same. There was a typing error and I ended up registering as male and yet I'm female. Is there a possibility for me to change?
Yes,
So
come again. Hello.
All of you, Mr. Yes.
Can you repeat the question?
Kindly go on. Wanted to say something?
The second question, can you repeat?
Okay, the question was, there was a problem, you're saying this way, it was about somebody saying that they enter themselves as male, yet they are female, somebody is female and maybe is written as female, yet the system says they are male. So those cases, I think they can be handled when they call you, right?
Yeah, when they text me the details, I've done that for a lot of students. We can change that. You see, when they were registering, they would have they always avoided updating this part, and we understand that, and we have done that to assist them. If you see your system in your portal that you are a male and you require to be a female, you can have my number and text me your index number and the official name so that I can assist you in that.
Okay. I think that is very clear. Let me just see some 2-3 questions, then can move to the next thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if I'm going to change a course, will I repeat the registration? Is somebody going to repeat the online registration?
Yes, no. What is happening upon filling the form that you are shown by registrar, upon the approval by registrar as is sent, there is no any other registration. On the same portal where you did that, you'll see a message will pop out there showing you that you have been successfully transplanted to this course. You'll be given the new registration number there and the login details, and you will be automatically logged out of your previous portal and given the directions to log into the new portal. So there is no any other registration.
Okay. So basically the portal will remain the same. The only thing that you are going to have different credentials to log into the portal if you are,
it's only
you are
the
able to
credentials.
successfully transfer to another course.
Yeah, what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say
it is only the credentials.
Yeah.
Let me get you another question. Okay. Someone is asking, how do you know your interfaculty transfer is successful? I think there's a place where they can see the status, right?
Yeah, there's a status. When it is open, when it is successive, it will change from open to successive. And another icon will appear to show you the document that now has the details of your new login details. That is why we are saying that it is advisable to visit your student portal always.
Yes, yes. Always be checking a student portal from time to time to check on that. Okay. Another question, let me just check. So for those who are saying they are having issues with their password, maybe you didn't put your ID number while during the registration, or you don't remember what you put in the ID number field, kindly still contact Mr. Mutwiri to sort your login issue. That I think that is very clear. That sorts out the whole thing. Unless you have anything else to add, Mr. Mutwiri.
Yes, on the issue of login details, what I can advise students, because I've seen the issue is very much escalating, is that let them make sure that during the typing of their registration number, there are no spaces. And remember that if on the space of ID number, you use the birth certificate number or the ID waiting card number, that is your password. Whatever you used on the field of the ID is what you provide as the password to your portal.
Okay. I think
and another thing we want to make clear is that when putting the registration number like ABT1 stroke 01422 stroke 20, you don't use the dot, you use a forward slash. That is another problem maybe the students are experiencing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think up to that point, we can
also, I think also
you
you raised a very serious. Okay, let me add on something of what you just said. I think we gave instructions on how students can access their e-learning institutional account, which they can use for the e-learning portal. Kindly note that the institutional account and your credentials for your institutional account does not apply to the student portal. The student portal is just your registration number using the slashes without the at student.tharaka.ac.k, which is institutional account, and the password is what you entered in the ID number, as Mr. Muturi has said. I think I'll allow Mr. Muturi to go on, then we'll capture the other questions later after he finishes his presentation. Kindly go on, Mr. Muturi.
Okay, now, upon verification by the finance office, the student receives a message that gives them a link to the now student portal login page. But I've been advising those students that did not receive that message, that end link, to visit the website afresh. Visit the website as we did, and they click on the student portal so that now you can log into your student portal. And you are, after clicking the student portal, you come to a very simple page that has everything shown there. You can see there is something written, registration number and the password. In your message, you'll be told that use your registration number and the ID as the password. For my case here, I have a student who allowed me to use the credentials, the registration number, and she provided also the password. So the student portal login process is as shown. You type your registration number correctly, and then the password, and then click login. So what is provided is correct, I am sure we are going to log in to our student portal. You can see we have successfully logged into the student portal. This is the student portal. We sent this is the landing, this is the all is a place where the student can see all the events of the university that concerns to the learning programs. You can see the calendar of events and all that. Now, before moving out of this page, I know there has been a challenge with those that are using the mobile phones. There is something here that looks like an eye. I think all of you can see it. For most of the students, when you first log in, you land to this page that doesn't show you where to log in to the where to go and register units. So when you land to this page, kindly click on this, and this menu will appear here. I'll take you through the various features of this portal. We have the dashboard, where you can see now the basic information that you provided. Like you can see the basic information, or what you provided is here. You can see the registered units. If you have registered any, you can see the attempted. Actually, when you do an attempt to register, you will see a certain number here. You can see your fees payment status. You are billed for this, you paid this, the total balance, and the other information. From there, you come to financials, where you can now see the fees statement. You can print the fees statement, or you can just view and leave. If you want to print that fees statement, you can click here and print. And also you can click the receipt for that fees payment. From there is academics now, where at first you did orientations. For those that didn't attend the orientation program, you can click here, and this redirects you to the orientation page on our website, where you can view all the events that were happening if you're not able to access the YouTube channel where we have uploaded all these. There is now another big issue now. The big event that we are going to discuss is unit registration. But before we come to that, I'll take you through these other that are not that much important at this moment, because we have not reached to this point. But I think it is good to give you the idea about them. When you begin learning, you'll reach a point where you want, we as the, I think, administrator and the other administration, the registrar and the other administration would like to know the effectiveness of your learning. And that can only be known through you evaluating your lecturers. It is now when you come here and evaluate those, click this link and evaluate those lecturers. I think we discussed about the student requisitions, where you change your course. During the exam time, you'll click on exam card to download your exams. And the exam card can be downloaded by those that have finished the school fees and attended the required number of classes for them to be approved to do exams. I think registrar will confirm that later. Another thing I would advise students is that upon the first login, because someone might be knowing your ID number is the password, you have a provision to change the password to whatever you want it to be, your personal secret password. You click here and you'll be able to change your password. You'll provide your new password and confirm, and you reset password. From there, you can only use that password. Then the last is the calendar of events. This is a very important link. Like for now, this is the where you are going to see all the events. Every time you log into your portal, click this so that because every time we update any student related event, we upload them here so that you can be able to be directed to this current of events. So now we move to the unit registration. We are lucky the students that the details were provided here has not registered for any unit. You click on unit registration and you'll come to this page where there is course registration. You'll confirm that the course you are registered to is what you end up applying for. You see the student number, the name, the program, the current semester. Make sure it is semester 1 because I've seen some of the students, there was a mistake that they were registered for semester 2. If it is semester 2, you can contact me so that I can assist you and register you for the required semester. There is another information here where you see the course registration list. For this student, because there is no registered unit, you can see the unit taken is 0 for this case. So if you view units, you'll find that no unit found because this student has not registered for any unit. So what does that student do? The student will come to unit registration and they confirm that the registration semester is semester 1, 2020-2021. Please, I send that you should always read these instructions before doing anything. To register for units, choose registration type, then click on the button, get unit to register. After you submit unit, confirm, then complete registration by clicking button complete registration. The process is given there. So you are told first of all, click on choose the stage unit, the registration type. On the registration type, we have 3 types. We have the stage unit, we have the supplementary unit, and the retake. The stage, if you can see, the stage is like a semester. So the stage unit, you are selecting the semester 1, 2020-2021 as given here, the units that are done at that semester. For supplementary units is like when after doing your exams, maybe you have failed or you are not able to pass, it is when you are given the supplementary, and the retake is when you have not done anything on that course and you want to do it later when you have time now. It's when you do this. So for now, every student should choose the stage unit. Then click get unit to register. If you are registered for a course that doesn't have options, for example, the computer science, upon clicking get unit to register, all your units will appear here. What appears here is for you. All of them are solely for you, not for anyone else. But for this Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and all those that have options, you will get somewhere where you're going to select the option. For example, for this student, if this student chooses to register for English, literature, and sociology, she will select that option. And all the units that she will be taking for this semester will appear here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. She will mark or select every unit and submit registration as you were told by this message. You are told after you submit, after you select, you submit your unit. Still, you can see this rings 0, And this is now where I want to emphasize for you. Why? Because this student has not completed the registration. Down here, you can see the selected units. All of them are appearing there. So my screen is not moving. I don't know. But you will be able to see the selected units there. For them to appear, you need to complete the registration. When you complete the registration, you'll come back and see that this student now has registered for 7 units. And then before you complete the registration, please go to this selected unit and confirm that whatever selections you have made is the final selection you want to take. Why we gave this is that maybe during this, when you got unit to register, maybe you went and did an option that is not, that does not, you don't like. So when they are here, you are able to register. But upon completing the registration, it is we who can only reset them for you. Now you can see the student is now having for the 7 units. And when she gets the dashboard, she will be able to see that she has registered for 7 units. So this process is as simple as that. I think, Kevin, at this point, we can receive questions and respond to them.
Okay, thanks, Samutiri, for this nice note. So, as I've asked, I also ask students, kindly do not annotate on the screen and start doing things like that when someone is speaking. Kindly do not do that. You're going to, you can see it shows the name of the person who is doing it, and we'll remove you from the meeting if you do that again. So again, let me clear that. So topic here. Okay. I'll be back. Let me go to the charts. Maybe we can start. I think we haven't heard from the students since we started. Maybe somebody can raise their hand and ask a question verbally. Just one. You can raise your hand. Raise your hand. As you also get to that, okay, then have Abel. Abel, you can unmute. Abel? Abel?
Okay, hello.
Hello, yes?
I have a problem in update. It is telling me you have registered for 7 units. But when I try to inquire about the 7 units, it is telling me that you have no co-unit registered.
Okay. Joseph?
Yeah, what I can maybe say about that, when you see that you have registered for 7 units, I've said that you make sure you can view them under the units taken, the units registered for. If this is 0, it means you have not completed registration. And if you have completed registration and still this remains to be 0, and when you come to dashboard, you can see 7 units, you can kindly contact us for assistance on that. Yes, Kevin?
That is clear, Abel. That is clear, Abel.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. We can now Selena.
Hello.
Yes, Selena. Yes.
I'm asking.
Yes.
If now I register the unit for the course that I was going to pursue, and still I have the passion to change. After now doing interfaculty transfer, will I now register unit once more?
Joseph?
Yes, that is automatically yes, because now you have changed from one program to another program. The system will automatically
Yes,
delete.
yeah.
The system will
Okay.
automatically delete all the units that you registered, and you register the units for the new program where you move to.
Okay, what if I did my KCSE the year 2018, but
Yes.
because of one reason or the other, it was not possible for me to join the school last year. Will I follow the same process as the one that those who did the exam the year 2019 are following?
Yes, Kevin. Can you hear me?
Oh, have you gotten that question? Or I can repeat it for you.
Yeah, I've had a question that if you went.
Have you gotten the question?
You had done the exams in 2018 and you were not admitted at that time. What I think with the consultation with the admissions and the registrar's office, I have successfully admitted admitted students who and followed the right procedure. That is the deferment reason. There's a deferment letter, and they were able to apply through the CUSIPs, the procedure for CUSIPs. So if you went through the 7 steps, it means you were defined and you are allowed now, even by CUSIPs to join the other CUSIPs the students at this moment. And if you went that way, it is clear you are under the government-sponsored program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, maybe I can also add to that.
Yeah.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes,
Yes, I can also add to that. Yes.
Your video,
Also, yes. Okay. Let me put on my video. Yes, I hope you can see me now.
Yes, John. Continue.
Yes, so what I'm saying is, if you are deferred and you did your KCSE in 2018, and in 2019 you're supposed to report to Tharaka University College, you can still come and with all the documentation in place, that is the deferment letter, and of course giving a proper reason why you had to defer, you can still actually join. And then we shall be able to put you in our database, and you'll be able to go through the registration process just like any other 2019 group of students who did the the KCSE in 2019. So, Selena, that is possible.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Selena. We'll have let me go through the text questions first before I get somebody else. I'm not going to do too much of the audio. We have one more training before we close this morning session. Okay, for those who are asking how many units are there in education science, kindly you're going to get the numbers for all your CODs. I think it has also been shared, but also going to share the numbers for the CODs, and you'll get to know the number of units in every program and all those. But we've had departmental meetings. That is what we've had on Monday and Tuesday. So from today up until Friday, the program is very clear on what we're actually training on. So if you have any queries, kindly contact the registrar also. I think, yes?
Yes, those who are doing Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor
John.
of Education.
Yes, John.
Yes, those who are doing Bachelor of Bachelor of Education Arts and Bachelor of Education Science, most of them have 9 units, except a few. Those who are doing some particular subjects like botany and zoology, those ones will more likely to have more. The same case, those who are doing, I think, English literature, will have a slightly more, but basically about 9.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay. So someone is asking, what if I have excess units in my portal? Please, how can I help to delete excess units? I think they can still contact you.
Yeah, I sent, if you confirm from the COD and you see that your units are more, you can send your full name and your registration number so that I can reset for you and you do the registration again. Or you send the units that you want to remain on your photo as advised by the COD. But for those that are saying that they are registered for 4 units, then after completing registration, they show 11 units. I think during the orientations, you were told that by your CODs that there are those common units, like in Bachelor of Education, Arts. All students, be it a math, geography, business, math, will do some common units. I think there are 4 or 5. So when you registered for the first time, you were able to see the 4 common units. But when you submit, you see the others that are now fall on under your option. So that is why they become 11 for that case. So you can confirm the number, go to view units, have the units that are there, contact your COD to confirm that you are registered for the correct unit. But for those that have more than 11 units, we have been assisting them because they selected those units when there were no options. So please contact us for any assistance if you have more units that you think are not supposed to be done in your program. Okay, Kevin.
Okay, thanks. Someone is asking the procedure for unit registration. I think they can still review this. You'll be able to check that for the interest of time. That is David Joy, and somebody is asking if you can repeat. I think you can also have that. We can actually review it in the afternoon and also look at how we can that. If somebody is asking, I don't know whether you provided your number on the chat, or you can just say it verbally for people to note it. Mr. Mutwiri?
Yes.
You can say your number verbally so that students can take note of your number.
That is my number.
Okay, thanks. Yes, then Mutwiri's number is there. For the purposes, because you are live on YouTube, you're not going to say it verbally. So that for the purposes of that, there is a number on the chat. And also you can still contact us. I think it is also there on the website. You can still get, even if you call or text us, you're going to get to him. When you call the university and you ask for him, you'll get that. So I don't know, I think people are asking whether you can repeat the process of unit registration. Just to recap so that they can refresh their minds. I kindly request that you repeat that process so that the students can see.
I think someone, if they don't mind, someone who has not registered can share details so that we can use them. Who knows that if there is a student who has not registered?
Someone who has not registered, kindly share your registration number and your ID privately to Tharaka University. There's a contact written there, Tharaka University. just send it privately. Click on
Also,
that
Kevin,
icon, maybe Tharaka University.
Yes,
Yes.
Kevin. Also, I think
Yes.
since this presentation is online and it is
Yes.
being recorded, I think anyone who maybe
Yes.
hasn't gotten any particular area well now can later go back
Can
and
still review
yes,
and
can
watch
still
again.
review. Yes, yes, that is correct.
Okay, yes. Okay, I think also with that, I think I can suggest that we move on, right?
Yes, let's move on.
We move on, kindly.
Yes, we can move on, I think.
Yes, okay, I see. Yes. So
Okay, Kevin. Now,
for those who are asking e-learning portal issues, that is what you're going on next. Then we'll complete. Yes, Muturi.
yeah, what I
You
can say is
can finish up.
that maybe I can say thank you very much to everyone for
Go on.
listening
Go on.
and asking your questions. I know we have limited time for these questions, and to be sincere, I've been available even at night. All through, we have been available. We have been talking. So you can, if you have a question, you can come personally to my inbox, and I always assist you, and I always assist you as I've always been doing. So don't get stuck, and don't tense, because we are here to assist you. For those that, and I would like to comment on something. For those that and problems with options, because you registered for unit in a certain option and you want to go to the other option, I had promised that I will be working on it until today at around this time, that is 11. Uh, I have good news that it is working, so that now you can send your details so that I can delete the units from the option that you had mistakenly taken, so that you can register for the correct unit. That is possible now. I have assisted a number of you before even joining this meeting. So please don't tense. We are here to assist you. We have a big team and the able team, and we are available at any time, even on Sundays. On every time we are free for you. We don't have free time to do other things. We have free time to assist our students, and that is what we always do in Tharaka University. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. Kevin?
Thank you so much, Mutiri. So you're welcome. I think I can see Jude for the thanks. Thanks also for the share. We have a number of us coming in. Okay. So we have the next person presenting is, according to the program, is Mr. Frederick Mirika is going to take you through how to log in institutional email and the e-learning portal. So I'll ask him to move very fast on that so that we finish up and you have enough time. You can go take your breakfast and you can take maybe your lunch as you prepare for the short afternoon session. Complete our day one. So are you ready? Can unmute and bam, and as you see, okay. For the numbers, I think they have been shared and we continue. There's somebody asking about about when you're starting to learn. Next week, you're going to be meeting your lecturers and getting to know who they are, and we actually anticipating that, okay, as much as you're going to be having an opening, it's the government that's going to know who is opening first. So it's not a matter of saying that we're going to open on 5th of October or 19th of October, so we don't need to do this. What if you're told that you're going to be the one who's going to open in January, or maybe you're going to open as the last person in the piece? So we need to ensure continuity. so that you continue getting convinced. So, so there's somebody is saying, how many, how can I get the units for each group? I think maths or physics, I think this has already been answered by the registrar. Most of them are 9 units, especially for education. Education science, 9 units, except for that. Kindly just check on that. Okay, so I'd like to bring in Frederick to take on the next session. Welcome.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. I'm Fred Medeka. I'll be taking you through how to log in the institution email and also access the e-learning portal. So I'll take shortest time possible. We'll be taking the theory. I think after 10 minutes now, we can check on practicals. So I would like to show you the format of institution email. So this is the format of institution. You use your registration number, having this format. If it's MB4, then your code, if it's 000142.20 at student.tharaka.ac.ke. For example, if it's for MBTA, .ke. So this is the format that you're using. So you can use your registration to generate this email. Already written email, the only thing that you have to do is log in. And the password will be the phone you use during the registration. So to access the institution email, now you will use okay. Okay, let's check. Okay, let's continue. Now, how to access the institution email on the browser? You will type. I think you will type www.gmail.com. It will prompt such a site here. You'll be redirected to this site where you'll be required now to enter the email that you'll be required now to sign in. I've created a demo for students. So here for the email or phone now, it's where you will type the institution email, having your registration number, dots replaced, the stroke replaced by dots, then having extension of student.tharaka.ac.ke. I think I'm clear. After that, when you log in, it will be prompted to this page that you require to change the password because it is the first time that you are signing in. So you will create your desired password. Make sure you create password that you remember, and also make sure you put a recovery phone in case you forget your password. You can recover your password easily without contacting the administrator. Lastly, you will now be prompted to your email. You will get 2 messages. This is for, I think, the email the email team. You have now already successfully logged into your email. I think the next thing I will be showing you the method adding your Gmail in your phone so that every time that school send maybe any notification, you can be notified, like maybe it's like a WhatsApp, like if there's any notification that it's coming from school, you'll be notified. So first of all, because most of you are using phone, you have now, please pay attention here, because I think kuna steps mingi you have to check, so kindly pay attention. So open your settings, mobile settings. After opening the mobile settings, now select accounts. You'll scroll down and select accounts. After you select account, down there you will see add an account. Add an account. After adding an account, you scroll down still and access and account in Google. Please, you select Google so that you can add your Gmail, institution email. After that, you'll be redirected to this page when you're using phone. So you will now type your institution email in this format. I think I used mbt4.993.20@student.tharaka.ac.ke. So you make sure that you want, and after now, you'll be required now to key in the password. The password, we send it is the phone number you used during your registration. After that, now you open your Gmail app and select your institution email. After selecting your institution email, now you'll be successfully logged in, and any notification that may be sent to you, you'll be notified every time. And I think each and every time notification it will be sent. So after now making sure that you have added successfully your institution email in your phone, I think we can check on e-learning portal. If now you can access your Gmail, because the Gmail, the institution email, it is linked with e-learning portal. Because the activation, I think most of students have been asking the activation about the activation of e-learning portal. The first thing you have to log in, you have to access your Gmail so that you can access the e-learning portal. So if you want to access e-learning portal, maybe from the browser, first of all, let me talk about the browser. You will just link, I think there's a link here, there's elearning.tharaka.ac.ke. This is the link, or you can even get it from our website. You can see the e-learning portal. I think there's a tab there. After you click here, you'll be prompted to this page. You can see where it is redirecting you that go to e-learning. You click here. After clicking here, you will now see this page. You can see Tharaka University College e-learning portal. It's now where you are required to log in. I think most of you have been asking your username and password. But now, as a student, now you are required to use Google to log in. The institution email now, we have just logged in your phone or added in your phone so that every time you are accessing the e-learning, you will successfully log in using the institution email. After there, now you will join in using Google. Make sure you click this part of Google. Don't try to put a registration number or the ID as a password so that you can log in. We always recommend you use Google. After now clicking that part, you will be required to type the institution email that you will use to log in the e-learning portal. This is now the institution email. You have now maybe to remember, or even you have now to sign in your phone so that it will redirect and detect and automatically log in. After now you type your institution email, it will redirect you and type the password. After typing the password now, you will allow the condition. I think you allow the access of the Google account. Then you will be redirected to the page of e-learning portal. Now we'll see this message. The e-learning should have been sent address at student. Now this will be the student.demo will be your registration number. This is the email that I'm using to demonstrate. It will be now your registration number. So after now, you will just go to your Gmail. That's why I recommend adding institution email in your phone so that anytime you open your Gmail app, you'll be able to see the notifications from, I think, from the school. So after that, now you open your Gmail, you will see such a message. There's a notification here, Tharaka University College e-learning activation confirmation. If it is now Dennis or Frederick, hi Frederick, a new account has been requested from the end for the activation now. If you click that email, you'll now see such message. The student name, for example, hi Frederick. The new account has been requested at Tharaka University College using this email address. To confirm, you click this link. I think it's so visible. You click it. After you click it, now you will be redirected direct to this page. There is e-learning homepage. That's the final stage. Make sure you confirm. After now trying to log in and the confirmation message has been sent to your email, you make sure that you log into a Gmail, you activate using that link, and then it will redirect you automatically to the e-learning homepage. After that now, you will be redirected. I think I can share the browser now so that I can show you how you can access it. Is it visible? Let me share the screen so that you can check on practicals. I think you can confirm if you are seeing my Mozilla.
Yes, Fred, we are seeing.
Okay. Now, I think this is the part maybe most of students will be using, maybe their browsers, for example, Chrome or Firefox or other or Opera Mini. So to access your Gmail first, let me check your Gmail. I think you can just type www.gmail.com. After that, maybe if you have signed, you make sure you want another account. If you have different emails, you want another account. Use another account. This is where now you will type your institution email. For example, if a student, now it's where now you change your registration number, stroke with the DOMS. Mine is student.demo.20. at student.tharaka.ac.ke. Then now for the student, you required now to type your phone number you used during the registration. So I will put my password. After that, we wait and we log in so you can see this is the home page of the student email, because I've already activated my e-learning. So it's must that I have received such an email from Tharaka University College e-learning. So this is the link that I was saying about. You click here so that you can confirm after trying to log in on our e-learning. So I'll be showing how you will be logging in. Let me open now. Yes. So assessing e-learning now, we said we use the link. I think it is e-learning.tharaka.ac.ke on our browser. After typing now, it will redirect you to this page where you'll be required now to click here so that it can redirect you to login page. After now redirecting you, you will see that you are required to log in so that you can access the materials or the notes that lecturer have around you as a student. Here, I think there's something I want to show you. For the students whom you are using phone, I think we have an app for e-learning app that it is in our website. I think it is in our e-learning portal. When you are here, you try to scroll down. You scroll down until I think to the bottom. You will see this section. Get the mobile app. Yes. If you click this link, it will automatically download that app. If you try to maybe to say that it may be harmful, click yes, we have confirmed it is okay. After you download it now, maybe after checking some notes and you can go offline and read them. That's why you recommend you download this app. I think this link will be shared in different WhatsApp groups, which will be created. So kindly check, make sure you check this app so that I think the e-learning process will be so simple, because it requires you just to make sure you add a Gmail app in your phone, institution email. Then you just open the app after installing it, and you open the app. After opening the app now, you just log in using that institution email. Logging using institution, I think we have to log in so that I can show you after now successfully logging in the page that will be redirected. So we said that we make sure we log in using Gmail, using the Google account. We click Google account so that we can select the institution email. This is the student.name because they have just already signed in. So when you have already now signed in, now you have already logged in, you'll be redirected to such a page. If your name now it is Frederick Mideka, or it's Jennifer, or it is Faith, it will be prompted here. So this is the page. This is the section that you will be using for the distance learning. So here, After now completing your registration and you are ready to learn, you will be enrolled to the courses or the units that you have registered. So you can see the student.name, maybe he or she has just 2 courses enrolled in. This student now can access the computer architecture. You can see introduction to juvenile justice. You can see it is even showing the complete percentage of that student if he or she has accessed the units. So if you check on site home, you'll see welcome message from e-learning. You will see, I think here down you will check on my courses, the units that you have already been enrolled. Because you have already been enrolled and you have maybe you are the full student maybe and you have selected the unit that you'll be taking. You will be having a capability of accessing those notes. For example, let's try to access this one. You can see now, you can try to check on tour and everything will be okay. Now you will be able to access the notes the lecturer maybe has prepared, and the classes now will be automatically on, so that I think we can check on, we can start our learning. I think if I'm through, maybe Kevin can check on questions so that we can conclude the section because we are behind time.
Thanks for making me the co-host. I was not able to do anything yet. So thanks. I'm back. Thanks so much. I'm back. So let's take some questions as if finish up. We can take some audio questions. So somebody can raise their hand and ask a question. You can see Franklin. So technical 3, you're getting nothing. You'll get something. You don't expect you to get it after the class, even when you're dreaming at night. then you say, oh, by the way, so so we are not expecting you to get everything within this session. We are expecting you to go on and internalize and ask us questions and go on slowly. We're going to expect that. Maybe Frederick, you can, I think, have you shown them how you're going to be joining the classes on Zoom? I'm going to do that maybe tomorrow. And now the navigation. Okay. Like let's say open that from architecture. You can open that and let's show you. Let's open that course content there. Okay, any course, just open the course, just open it, yeah, just open that course. My courses, yeah, access that one. So you can see within a course, I'm going to show you this, I think, tomorrow. So you're going to be accessing your classes right there. Let me just do this, and I want okay. Let me just do this. So most of the time, you're going to be doing your classes from there. So most of the time, you're going to be having it there within that place where you're going to see the Zoom class. You're going to have an introduction where you can have maybe, let's say, you're going to be having course outline, you meet your students, and you can have the topics appearing as and when the lecturer wants them to appear. So, we're going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to show that tomorrow. So allow me to stop sharing here. Okay. Now we're here. So I'd like to get a question from from Gitonga first. So okay, I think I've gotten lost. I think Franklin, you can ask your question. Franklin Mutai. Franklin Mutai. Franklin Mutai. Repeat. Okay, maybe raise his hand later on. So as I've said, those who are saying they are getting nothing, we are not here to make you get something right here, right now. You are going to get this process slowly. The same way, all these processes, I know they can be kind of procedural and a lot, but still, you don't want to do you can't do all of them in 2 minutes. You get to understand them, and even when you're trying, when your parents were teaching you to walk, you didn't walk in the first 5 minutes. You took a lot of, some of you took days, some of you took months, some of you took years. But at the end of it all of you, we don't, when you're starting to walk, we don't applaud those who took shorter time, and you say those who took longer time, they don't know how to walk that much. So same case, these are process. We are taking you through a process of walking through the digital world. So kindly be also patient with us as you also try to ensure that you get to understand these things. We can only help you through you asking your questions. So when you ask your questions, we will be able to answer those questions. And through that, there's a quote that I think I read the other day. It says, if you ask a question, if you ask a question now, you'll only be a fool for a minute. But if you never ask a question, you'll be a fool forever. So think about that. Ask a question rather than complain. As you said, I think we were told yesterday, always the one who doesn't, you are actually cast in a way if you don't take advantage of a crisis. So here we are taking advantage of a crisis and ensuring that we get to the best. So I can see Franklin is back. Maybe you can.
Hello, thank you for giving me. Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, Franklin. Yeah.
Yeah. I beg your pardon. I'm asking. I'm going to do the computer science.
Yes. I'm not getting you. Kindly speak up. You're going to do computer science. Frankly. Okay, we'll move to someone else as you sort yourself out. I'll mute you. You can go to Jane. Jane Macau.
Hello.
Hello, yes. Jane. Hello, yes. Jane.
I would urge Mr. Frederick to pardon on the process on how to access notes from the lecturers.
On the process of accessing notes, don't worry, I'm going to teach that tomorrow. That does not get your institutional limit according to the program, and also how you can access. So tomorrow you're going to understand how to navigate the portal and how, and even the e-learning application. So right now it's just to get to know to log in. The process that we introduced to you, I think on Sunday, on Sunday when we started out those. But that is subject to you being enrolled to that course. So right now you are just a user within our portal, but you're going to enroll you pending your unit registration. When you register your unit successfully, we're going to also add you, enroll you to the course that you've been registered for. In our e-learning, we call courses, we call the units courses. So that does not confuse you. I know when you say course, you think of it like Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, that is what you think of a course. But when you get to the Moodle and the e-learning portal, we call a course, a unit, we call it a course. So you're going to be enrolled into the courses, which is the units, and the programs and the courses, we call them the categories and the subcategories. The subcategories are within your year one, semester one, year one, semester two, as you transition from one semester to another up until when you're going to finish campus that is in your 4th semester 2 or your 2 semester 2 in diploma or certificate on that. So, so I hope that is clear. So I hope that is clear, Jane. We're going to do that tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Techno. Ask you. Techno, come on.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
I can start by introducing yourself. Who is it?
Solomon. Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Solomon, we can hear you.
I would like to ask to create an institutional email. Hello.
Okay. First of all, to be very
Solomon.
Yes, I've gotten your question. You've gotten your question. You're asking about how to create an institutional email. Right? So,
yes.
First of all, to be very clear is the first thing to be very clear is that you do not create an institutional email. That has already been done for you by ICT. The ICT team already creates institutional emails for each and every person. So what you are basically doing is logging into to an institutional email that has already been created for you. The fact that you've registered and already gotten an institutional email. So you are just logging into it and also adding it to your Android smartphone or your iPhone or your smart device. So those are the two things you are doing. You're basically logging in to an account which is, for example, when you're told your COSIPS portal or your student portal, the way you're told within your student portal, your username is your registration number, like ABT1/12345/20, and the password is your ID number. So you are not creating that student portal account. that portal has already been created for you by the system, by the fact that you finished your online registration. So you're not creating an account, rather you are just logging into your account and you are want to log a portal account. So you have two accounts here, right? Actually, you have three. You have the student portal account. You have your institutional email account, which you're using for communications and getting communications. And then you also have your e-learning portal account, which you use the same credentials as your institutional account. You're going to continue getting to understand these as you go on. It's going to be very easy for you to understand as you go on. I hope that is clear, Techno. So how do you create it? The procedure is very simple. You just log in. You can go back on YouTube after this session and just go back and watch what the presentation that Frederick has made. And also, I think you're going to avail the presentation that he has made on our orientation portal so that you can download, and also you're going to send to your institutional email accounts just after this training. So you're going to get that. I hope that is clear with you.
Yes, thank you.
Techno LC7.
Hello.
Yes, Infinix. Yes.
Hello.
Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
I'm Wendy.
Kindly speak up. We can hear you.
Yes, Wendy.
Yeah.
Okay. I was asking, I wanted to do mathematics and computer teaching. Does it lie under Bachelor of Education Arts or Bachelor of Education Science? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Kevin.
John? Yes? Yes, John?
Yes, can you come again? Can you come up again with the question?
I was asking,
yes,
if teaching in mathematics and computer, does it lie under Bachelor of Education Arts or Bachelor of Education Science?
Bachelor of Education Science. Is that okay?
Okay, thank
That
you.
is Bachelor of Education Science, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Karibu.
Okay. So we can look at the questions. You can see Frederick has given his phone number there. Is there right there? I'm going to provide mine. How to download the app, you just go to the e-learning portal. That is e-learning.tharaka.ac.k/Moodle. Share the link is also on our website. Okay, let's get some questions as we finish up.
Kevin, we cannot get you properly.
Can you get me now?
Yes, we can get you now.
Can you confirm? Yes, you can get me. Okay. I think we don't have any more questions right on the chat. Maybe there's one last question. Maybe somebody would want to ask. Mr. Mutwiri, who talked us through the process of online registration, unit registration, and how to access your student portal. So that is what we also did. Then we finished up with Mr. Frederick Mithika on how to log in with institutional English, create, and how to access your e-learning portal. So that is where we are right now. And so okay, so
Kevin, we can't hear you.
I think I can take it back to okay, maybe somebody was calling me, and I think I told them not to call me right now. That is what maybe is causing the issue. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
John, can you hear me?
Yes, right now I can hear you.
Okay. So we are getting to you so that you are to book Q&A, but I think we've already done question and answer between the sessions. So you are going to be closing this session as we break and get some refreshments as we prepare for the afternoon session. So you can back to you, John. And thanks so much,
thank you, Kevin.
Participants.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Yes, I would like to thank all the participants, starting with the students for being there right from when we started at 9 up to now, and for being very attentive. Maybe I can just highlight the key areas that we have gone through today. To just recap, we have done some presentations on interfaculty transfer. I hope now those who are here and wish to do the transfer are able to do that. And if they're not able, they should be able to contact us. We also have been able to teach you on how you can access the student portal and also do unit registration. Moturi has taken us through that very well, and I hope that by the end of this session, we should be able to actually access the student portal and be able to navigate around the unit registration. And anytime you have an issue, just like Moturi said, kindly contact Moturi, and he did give his contacts on the chat. We also have looked at logging in to the institutional email and the e-learning portal. This was done by Mr. Fred Mithika, and he took us through that presentation, which when he shared the screen, we were able to see all those steps which we should follow when we are logging into the e-learning portal, which of course begins from the institutional email. And just like Kevin has said, all these processes are not the processes which you'll all of you, some of you might actually get all the processes right away, but some of you might take time to assimilate what we have said and actually be able to do all those processes. So I would like to urge you to continuously practice on utilizing your students portal, practicing on how you can be able to log in to your e-learning portal, and be a friend to the university website, because again, this is where you will get most of the information. And your institutional email, make sure you be opening it every now and then. There are many email applications that actually you can download on your phone, and you can add your students' institutional email as one of the accounts, so that you are able to check that email, look at the inbox, even send some mails, so that we are able to do that communication effectively. So with that, I would like to thank Mr. Kevin Tuwei, the Director, Odel and ICT, for having been able to take us through very well. Thank you all the students for participating and for being able to follow. You've asked questions through chats, through audio, and we are happy and we are glad that we are able to feel what you're going through on the other end, and so that we can also be able to help you. Let me also take this time to thank all the staff who've been present here with us, and also, even as we come for the afternoon session, kindly ensure that you come in time, so that we're able to start in time, and so that you also are able to learn more. So with that, let me close the morning session and give it back to Kevin, so that maybe he can direct us from here. So thank you, Kevin.
Okay. Thank you so much, John, for that, for the recap and also finishing up well. So I'd like to ask one student to pray for us. Maybe you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you to pray so that you can. So you can raise your hand and pray for us. Thanks. Faith Joy. However, you can unmute and pray for us. Faith Joy. Yes. Can you pray for us? Okay, thank you.
Through the Immaculate Heart of Mary and the Sacred Heart of Jesus, unto thy presence, O Lord, honor and glorify your name for your tender care and protection and care unto us, O Lord. Lord, thank you for the meeting, O Lord. Thank you for the facilitators, O Lord. Thank you for everything, O Lord. Oh Lord, may you guide us, O Lord, as we are going to take our land. Oh Lord, may you guide us, O Lord. And it is in Jesus' name that we do pray and give thanks. Amen.
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 Amen. Amen. Thank you so much. Have a lovely time. You can leave at your pleasure. And give each other byes as we also stopping this stream. Okay. Thanks. Have a lovely time.